But otherwise, really, it wasn't my first time dropping out.
Imagine.
When I actually dropped out officially. I started by dropping out when I was in grade 4.
Okay. You dropped out in grade 4?
Grade 4. I left and then I came back again.
Then why at grade 4?
At grade 4. It was my first time tabantwana, but then like
sure.
Grinding, I understand. So like I thought you can do it, like you can be a leader to them. There's no need to uze say pepe. I want to be a but to leader. You be a leader. A leader to them, you understand? Yeah, then I've been doing that ever since.
So what is it that dropping out?
Me.
Yeah.
That's what I want to.
Imagine, we say no more school when you're dropping out. Does it make sense? It does make sense.
It does make sense. You understand?
Yeah. Like Udila Nabantwana, and I want to buy when you're a male person, you understand where I'm going with this job.
Yeah, I understand.
You get those type of encounters with him.
Yeah, they are giving me those. But then there's again I think we're getting 15 okay.
How are you? You're nice. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us what you do. Tell us what you're about. Where you're from? Things like that. You understand?
Okay, I'm SKU Master. I'm an artist, songwriter, graphic designer. I'm a lot.
Yeah.
Coach for drama insurance, youth community development leader.
Okay, so yeah, man. So yeah, it's okay. We'll get deeply into the specifics, being the community leader, the artist, as a whole, and everything. I understand. But what I want to know right now is who you are and where you're from.
Okay, SKU Master is artist. Yeah, as an artist. Then I'm Samuel I'm from the same party. Yeah, understand.
So artist. Okay, let's start with the artist. With the artist stuff. What makes you, when you say artist, you mean you're a rapper, right?
Yeah, I'm a rapper.
Okay, so what makes you start?
Not just a rapper,
musician. Yeah, we have to get that clear. Let's start with the dropping out of school.
Yeah.
Why did you drop out of school?
I thought it wasn't working for me. I saw that it wasn't working for me, so I decided to leave.
But then it's not easy to, like, you can't just say, this thing is not working for me, then you bounce. There has to be something like a build up. It's okay, this happened, and I decided to drop out of school. And how did your mother take it? How did it affect your life negatively and positively? Understand?
Yeah.
But before you decided to drop out, what was happening in your mind?
Me, it wasn't easy to say I am dropping out.
Yeah, sorry.
Mostly my parents didn't take it well at first. Yeah. But then I from Dan years before I even dropped out. This thing I'm not going to finish it.
But
I'm just pushing time.
Yeah.
I saw that I was gifted like a lot, and then all of the things that I am or I want to be, they don't include like me finishing school. I know that you need them. You understand? Like I'm always telling other people that go to school, need school. It's not about us far, you understand? And I'm not where I wanna be yet. But then
you're pushing.
I'm pushing, and then like I believe I can make it without school, and then But otherwise, really, it wasn't my first time dropping out.
Imagine.
When I actually dropped out officially. I started by dropping out when I was in grade 4.
Okay. You dropped out in grade 4?
Grade 4. I left and then I came back again.
Then why at grade 4?
At grade 4. It was my first time failing, like repeating.
Okay, I see.
And then I was like, this thing. I never went back.
I'm done.
I understand. Actually, I think I did went back. I went back now. And then I broke my arm. And then I stayed at home. By the time I had to go back, I told my parents, let me just start next year. And then they're like, okay. Plus, that year, I didn't like going to school because I was repeating and stuff.
So you repeated twice now.
When I have to go back now, I'm asking my mom. I'm a kid.
Your kid's in grade 6.
I'm a kid. I'm asking my mom, when I go back, will I go back like
to grade 6?
To grade 5 at least. You understand? I didn't. When I decided I'm not going, azange ngicabanga lo ukuthi I have to go back to the
grade
same
4.
grade.
So now you're
Understand?
repeating it twice now.
Twice I had to go back to grade 4 again.
So what does that do to you as a child? Like you're in grade 4 and now it seems like you're failing. You're supposed to be in grade 6. Your peers are in grade 6 now. They're almost in grade 7, which means they're almost in grade 8. But you still have to go back to grade 4.
What was nice? Actually, it was nice. Going back to grade 4 because when I went to grade 4, it is like they took all of the people that repeated, and then others like
I see.
I see. Others they
and that's
repeated
good.
in grade
For
2.
them to do that.
They repeated in grade 2 and then they are repeating in grade 4. So like the age, like
it's almost balancing. Yeah, even with the mindset, like as a child, being a child, and you're in grade 4, you're the only one. It will do things to you now. But then, other than that, some people did pass, some people did go to grade 6 and stuff like that. Didn't that affect you in a way you're like, ish? It didn't affect you.
Never did.
Get in touch, you know. Okay, so that was your first time dropping out.
Yeah, and then I went back. When I went back, grade 4. I was best with my like school thing.
Okay,
like my homework, I was like angaze ngapasa since angaze ngafile
after
i-term or ngaqhubeka. And then when I got to grade 8, you understand, got to grade 8 ngafika ngadlala, you know, high school.
How do you yellow box?
Yeah, I understand. So ngafika ngadlala, I had to repeat the grade 8 again. But then I said I'm going back. You understand? No more. I'm gonna try to push this thing. No more playing. And then I passed. I go grade 9. Grade 9 ngapusha ngaya go grade 10. Manje I'm grade 10. Ngaporeka ngitheme lokuqala.
What do you mean?
Ngaporeka ngitheme lokuqala la umem laba bebangrasela and stuff. They saw that I didn't like school. Even when I was pushing, I wasn't attending like a normal kid in school. You understand? I went there when I want to. You understand?
Yeah.
So I went back. And then I got grade 10, I get 10 more after it.
That's when you dropped out.
Yeah, I dropped out.
So the last day in school, are you like saying to yourself, you know what, this is my last day at school?
I told myself 2 weeks before. I said this is my last day.
Yeah.
I went to school and then I came back. And then the next day I woke up again. I went back to school, you understand? But and then I go back and look at it too and wear the foot, understand? But the last thing it's my last day.
Yeah. Who does go and say, you know what?
Yeah, this is my last day. It's been over 2 days before. And then this is my last day. Man feel that I buy the unprepared speech and then my new one.
But it's an unprepared.
I feel it. That is the now I'm a type choose I can change the world, understand? Choose a little topic and then I'm like this artist my music can touch people. In fact, I need something anymore. I'm going there. I'm gonna do this. I need something anymore.
Get a speech.
Yeah. I something anymore. Like I knew I would do it.
So it was like a farewell speech.
Yeah, it was a farewell speech. That's what I remember. Today's the day.
I think no man.
I remember I know if but then the way like when I left, I get go do it. And then my friends thought I was going to come back 2 weeks, but I would start.
Sure.
And then
Till today.
Back,
When was it? 2020?
2024.
2024. I was 2 years after.
Yes, 2 years after.
Still haven't went there. Your parents now, how did they do? What did they say? They obviously, yo, wait now, what are you going to do?
Well, my mom supported her. Okay. Not saying she's a good parent, but then now I got some years. Yeah. But then inside my thing, I'm just I can't anymore. nezinto ekumele ngizenze like ezidinga ukuthi ngizenze manje so that I can cover ezinye izinto. So busy I think I'm wasting my own time. And then I have my time. Okay.
That was a brave decision though.
Yeah,
it doesn't take a coward to drop out of school.
Yeah.
Understand? Yeah, it's not easy though. So now you dropped out, now you're pushing music now.
Yeah.
So you're pushing music, and you said you're pushing a couple of things.
Yeah.
You said you're pushing a drill, what?
Yeah.
But I want to touch on that community something. You said something about community. What are you pushing there with the community?
Like 2023, I was given that thing where I'm a youth community development leader.
Okay.
I understand helping kids like
given by who?
By Pastor E.t.c.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So like we used to do this about telling show.
What happened to those things?
I'm testing it.
Yeah, we'll touch on that.
You understand? So beyabona ukuthi I had that thing ukuthi ngiyathanda ukuba nabantwana ngibasize with this and that, not just abantwana but then like izinto ezihlanganele i-develop.
Sure.
Grand as you understand. So like I said, you can do it, like you can be a leader to them. There's no need to uze shape abantu beze but to be a leader. A leader to them, you understand? Yeah, and then I've been doing that ever since.
So what is it that you did? It's tangible to come to okay, you are what you say you are.
I remember one time, most of the time, Caesar Lababa close to me that near Tramage, you understand? I remember one time, Konumtana got dropped out of school, you understand?
Yeah.
So Abazalba, like, they said, I'm going to talk to that person. Abazalba Kona, like, Axilaba and Tripsana, Bantana and stuff. He just called me, I'm going to love young at by that time.
Yeah.
But some girl and I was everything.
But when you're dropping out now.
Me.
Yeah.
That's what I want to work.
Imagine, we say no more school when you're dropping out. It doesn't make sense. It does make sense.
It does make sense. You understand?
Yeah.
We say, and then like bebanga khan ngokuthi you drop out of school phela abazali wakhe bathi umntana nje or like ayikho grand izinto enjalo ba counter izinto ayikho say you understand.
Yeah.
But then after 2 weeks they said I will change it.
Joining training now. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
For me to help them, it doesn't mean to be levels in training.
Yeah. What are the disadvantages values of cost trade? Because kila na mantombazana, kila na bantwana abancane. What are the, because like it's not the same. People with the time and age which because kila na bantwana and then most of them are mantombazana. You understand? So I want to touch on the negative or the disadvantages part of that.
Disadvantages.
Like kudila na bantwana ni and abantu and when you are a male person, understand where I'm going with this topic.
Yeah, I understand.
To get those type of encounters with women.
Yeah, they are giving me those. But then there's again I think me telling like 15 okay. Telling like 15. My color really like actually ngiyenze for 2 years for other people like my team bashayela ama-drum and stuff and then number 3 I decided ukuthi I think isivulele yami. It was in 2021. You understand? Ngasivulelela eyami ngathola ama-leader grade and stuff because I was young. Lento leyo awukwazi ukuyiphatha u-underage, you understand? And then but then ngithatha mangiyiqala the first day yami ngiziqalela ngisivulele yami it's okay I'm gonna do this. Bangitshela abantu abane-experience ukuthi njengoba umfana nabantu abazosho kanje nakanje. So wena thola umuntu ozophatha ozoba owesifazane and then ozoba mdala. So ngamthola umuntu o-grand sister boss you understand? But then izaphinde zeza lezinto lezo. But then mina angisifakele ekhanda because
so maziza kwenza kanje tell us ukuthi kwenza kanjani umuntu so ayenza so
I can't say amagama.
Okay, it's fine.
The story, ne?
Yeah.
So like there was the camp lapaya like this week. Tomorrow they are going to the competition. And then Nyamajelu okay, you guys can camp namhlanje because in the clubhouse on 4.
Okay.
The competition is on 6 and it's fair. Yeah. So back camp, you understand? So my camp so Nyamajelu ukuthi those who would like to laba bazi ukuthi angeke basikhiphe isikhathi angeke bafike bangakhemba but then if you are came to uzobalana ngo4 can go home So abanye bahambile baye endlini and then abanye basali, understand? And then mabasala kanjalo they slept and everything. Tomorrow morning, now we are awake, about 4, you understand? Abanye bayabaletha vele abazali babo ngemoto and stuff. After logo I come out like ngiyaphuma kusesidala phandle loku sexy ngalezo nkathi lezo. Ngiyaphuma mangiphuma kanje vele abanye ama-fruitman so adakile ama-fruitman. So now angibona ngime nalabantwana la. You understand? Simile sihleli ngaphandle futhi. Obviously abanye basageza endlini, thina sihleli ngaphandle baqedile and stuff. So mabavela kanje they started talking those on lezo zinto lezo ukuthi why are you sleeping at your house? Now they are sleeping at your house. We helped you, like some of them like bangisizile khona lapho nalapha. Basukusizile ukuthi uyivule into le. Now you are letting them sleep at your house. And then I just looked at them. Katsala went to the competition ngalo langa lelo. We won a trophy, abantwana babuya nama medal is danger. The next day, now these Bruce they wanna attack ukuthi lento le kade bayikhuluma ngithestile ngifakile emondweni nana. Ngisihlelele ekhaya nabangani bami. Ngitshela abangani bami ukuthi la majito lawa nginte kanje. You understand? Abangani bami bathi asibangene manje sibashaya. Ngithi abasingabashaya nakhona basibashaya like sabashaya bakhuluma into kanje sabashaya yini lento sibashaya let us leave there.
Sure.
Beza kithi bazokhuluma nathi. You understand?
So they're provoking.
So now mina seyangiyanyisa ukuthi after zonke izinto lezi abayishilo baza la bazohlala nabo. Naye bayabona ukuthi mina ngithulile bangibuzisa samukele lo grand angicala ubahlanyela ngibatshela ukuthi lezi zinto lezi nizilungile in. You understand? Lo muntu lo kade ringa kakhulu abantwana bakibo bakhona ukuthi you understand? Athi abantwana basekhaya balalekile from in. And then abantwana bakibo bebangalelanga like bebasekile. You understand? Aring. Ole dlame liphume vele lithole ukuthi kaliwa namani angingenisile ngangibuza ukuthi khambani. Ngithi into eyenzakalayo manje ngizoya e-police station biza mahata then lo muntu lo akhomba ukuthi ukhuluma ngobani. You understand? Lo muntu lo yaxolisa athi ngidakile utshwala stuff. And then azange yaphinda yenzeka afterwards.
So talent show. How did you come up with the idea talent show? But then lezo they just have to master and focus on your goal.
Nowadays even like this thing man bona labayana bebadakiwe bayikhuluma. I know khona abantu abasayicabanga out there baningi and then I'm not aware bona bayacabanga and then khona abacabanga ukuthi ayenzeke. I give them the spotlight to inspire anything.
But still mawuzoba etrelini nabantu abafana no conjures this black rose, you understand? Then your friends they double black rose or they busy with double black rose. Abantu bacabanga
black rose. No, there's this rule, ne? It's a strict rule. Umntana mase she's not allowed to date. Not a date.
But she's dating.
She's not. Black rose is not.
And then she's busy with Smack. Then what happened?
They are not dating.
And Smack is your friend.
Yeah, they are.
But then to my eyes, no born. I'm sure khona abantu abakela ukuthi Smack is dating Black Rose.
Nah, mina ngithola from bona. Oh, lo Smack no Black Rose basho ukuthi people are saying that dating.
You see? That's why I need to care. But Mama was born from outside you. But some girl, Donna Black Rose came to some girl because of trail. Now some girl as friends are busy with Black Rose. You understand? So I think as in the just why abantu was kabanga ukuthi Smack and Bana because of how they are moved. You understand? That's why I'm saying maybe things is in our super J. But it's fine. So talent show, let's talk about talent show. How did you come up with that idea? What happened and who helped you? Take us throughout the whole story of the talent show.
The talent show, like back in the city, I don't know where. I was just going to go yeah, I'm checking it. First time every things are about this idea for
Oh, so it was Pastor's this idea.
Yeah, you understand. As Kabang says bigger for the second part and then Bangbies but you can read it and then I just did it.
Okay. Yeah. So the fans, so, what happened?
I'm a fans bro, Pastor E.M.
Okay.
I mean my place for it.
Also
Plan, organizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but otherwise the funding was.
So how did it happen? What did you face? Things like that. What happened?
Actually, it was smooth.
Yeah.
It was smooth. It wasn't a lot of work because Pastor Ian knows Pastor Ian.
Yeah.
It wasn't like much work.
He said,
Yeah. Young goes, should we make a poster? Yeah, make a poster. Which I poster. Like everything they have. You understand? Just to me now, I was doing like
direct
zero.
Yeah, when I would direct it, let's do this. Okay, so now let's talk about your music now, or the money. Okay, how much? What's the biggest amount have you ever made from the music? Or your whole career as a whole now, because you're doing a lot of music.
As a whole,
yeah.
I don't understand because now.
Okay, let's go to the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the biggest amount you ever done from music?
The biggest amount?
Yeah.
I like one time, I was booked.
Yeah.
Now, like I don't get amount like maybe monthly is danger.
Yeah.
The biggest amount I was paid,
yeah.
it was 800
for a gig. Yeah. That's something. That's calm. What do you say about that? It's calm, right? Yeah, that's calm.
For a gig, I was supposed to be an MC on it.
Yeah.
Until
yeah. And now you're charging 800 now.
No, I'm not charging 800. Just
how much you charging?
There it was a big event.
So how much now you charging now?
For a gig, it depends on where is the gig.
Okay, but in general, how much you charging in general?
400.
400. Alright. Yeah, I'm charging 10k now, guys. Why are you laughing? Yeah, I'm charging 10k now, guys. Yeah, so if you don't have it, then yeah, it's fine. Then that's the biggest amount. And then,
it was 800.
Okay, man. But then if now there's someone out there who's okay, this nigga actually has the potential and maybe he listen or he or she listens to your music and your songs or story working and you feel like okay, I feel like helping this nigga, but I don't know how to help him out. What is it that you need from the people out there? What is it that you need? Anyone who can help you with anything, whether it's real music, anything.
People can help me with funding. I've got the brain to do like everything.
Yeah.
Like where people cannot even imagine. I can take my career to where they never seen anyone from.
Sure.
I understand.
Sure.
I can find my own planet with this music.
Sure.
My own planet, you understand? So like I just need fun.
Sure. Record label? Would you sign to a record label?
Yeah, I would. I sign to a record label. In fact, like I want to sign to
you want to sign to a record label? Okay, man, that's good. That's good. So yeah, funding, guys, can operate something like funding, then yeah, man, I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's it. Got anything else?
But then let me ask about let me take it back to the part where Black Rose slice.
Yeah.
Those people, they are all like Batman.
Okay.
Right now, it's like stepping stone of Black Rose is in the
okay.
By the way, Black Rose is done.
Okay.
Music,
I know where you're going with this thing.
No, I'm not going to say what you are going to say. I'm not going to say that.
Cut. Tao nag-video na. Notification yan. Low beat.
It close, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say what you want me to say.
No, I don't want you to say anything.
But then, like, I saw the
you see?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
But then, Black Rose is like, you understand? And then the slice go pambi because Ganami Black Rose like Danam Black Rose. You understand?
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so they are not dating. Brings us all if they were dating.
Yeah.
I'm not the same. Yeah.
Oh, wait, man. You know, this is the culture podcast, nigga. So what you need right now is just fans, nothing else. If anyone can find you, they can find you, then we can operate.
Yeah, we can operate on the highest.
On the highest level. Yeah. You know what it is, guys, the culture podcast, nigga, episode 64. So now we're dropping each and every Friday now. You understand? Now we're dropping each and every Friday at 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. each and every Friday we're dropping. So this is dropped on the Friday, just like you saw it, at 3 p.m. So each and every Friday we're dropping episodes 3 p.m. guys. You know what it is to post. So e.t.c Finest, baby. Where do they follow you? How do they get in contact with you? If they want to book you with that 800, how do they book you?
Yeah, you can get my numbers on my TikTok account. And then
Okay, will you give us your
text.
number also? We'll just pin it
Yeah.
on the link on the comment section.
Yeah, there's no problem.
Yeah.
On TikTok, I'm SKU Master, and then YouTube channel, e.t.c Master Crew or SKU Master. That's where you'll find me.
Yeah. Instagram, Facebook, none of them.
I don't do Instagram.
Okay.
Only on TikTok.
Only on TikTok.
Then from TikTok, you'll get me WhatsApp because on my bio, I'm number one.
Yeah. Then, what is it that we should be expecting from you in the future? Are you dropping an EP? Are you dropping a music video? What's happening with the drill? What's happening? What are the updates now?
The updates. I'm not gonna say what again specifically, but I'm working on a big project.
Okay.
It's a project.
It's a big
Not to say a project using album or but it is a big project.
Yeah. Something like a big bomb, guys.
Yeah, big, the biggest bomb.
Yeah. You know what it is, the Culture Podcast, nigga, we out.